Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us in the challenge and also to get access to an exclusive in-depth strategy video, the information is available in the description below. In the previous video we did an important update on ticker symbol MMAT and also an important update on ticker symbol MULN, so please refer back to the previous video for updates of both stocks. In today's video we're going to be following on by looking at MMAT and MULN with some further updates. Before we do that, let's have a look at what's happening in the markets, and unfortunately the negative news continues. So this is a headline from the Wall Street Journal and it states here, the market is heading towards the worst first half of a year in decades. So again, not great news. We know that stocks are down considerably, bonds and cryptos are also struggling right now. So let's have a look at the heat map. So if you look at the heat map here, again yesterday energy was doing okay, but today energy is down as well. The only area I think that is up right now is aerospace and utilities. Tech is down, financials are down, communications are down. So overall not a great day so far. First thing I'm going to start with is by having a look at ticker symbol MMAT Metamaterials, and the big question I want to ask, which I think many investors also want to ask, is what is going wrong, what's going on, and why are we seeing a significant downside in the share price, and right now probably close to an all-time low. So let's have a look at the chart for Metamaterials, and this is probably where maybe some of you can turn away if you wish, but those of you still watching, the stock right now at time of editing is trading at $1.02, and obviously in a difficult market conditions, currently down approximately $1.44. So we know that the significant downside happened just prior to 27th of June when we had the negative news with regard to the offering. So that is the key catalyst right now with regard to the downside in terms of the stock. But what is the underlying reasons, and what are the other reasons why the negative news seems to continue for Metamaterials? So let's go back to one of the statements from George. So I'm going to share with you here a statement from George, June the 25th, 2022. And what is stated here on the screen you see is, what I can say at this stage is that we'll be using the cash to support our strategic growth plan. So that's with regard to the offering. Maximize Meta's leverage in everything we are working on right now, and then next week we will communicate a lot more details as soon as the 8K is filed. Looking forward to Q2 results. So that was posted on June the 25th. I think right now we're at June the 30th. So again, in terms of George's post, let's see if there has been any updates. And right now George has not tweeted since June the 24th. So that was a response to John Berder. So we are awaiting news from George. We are awaiting for more further details, and unfortunately these have not yet been released. So again, from what I am seeing on social media right now, is many investors are struggling. They're going through difficult times. A lot of people are significantly in red. So I think many investors are demanding some answers. They are demanding communication. They are demanding some positive news. So that's what we all expect. That's what we all hope, and that's what we all want. One more thing I'd like to share with you is with regard to barcoding, and I'm going to give a shout out here to Kay Ulin on the comments, and he stated here, Ali, any insights on yesterday's MMAT barcoding all day at $1.08? Despite large volume, thanks. So we did have a look at the volume. The volume was exceptionally high. So again, not sure what was going on. Although the volume was exceptionally high, the stock was trending downwards. So it wasn't positive volume, it was negative volume. So response here, it says, in terms of what I saw, volume was high. It could be an example of algos trading to make profits with just small changes up and down. So let's have a look at what this indicates. So if we have a look at the screen here in terms of the left hand side, the indication we had in terms of the barcoding is not significant movements in terms of variation, and just short movements up, short movements down. So from around about $1.02 to $1.08, $1.07, and then on the right hand side we can see again a breakout from that barcoding. So certainly something going on the left hand side, but not positive news. Next thing we're going to do an update is for ticker symbol MULN Mullen Automotive. So we're still waiting for the big announcement. This has not yet been shared, but let's have a look at the news that was released today. This is positive news. So we can see here from the company directly themselves, they say Mullen is to report the strongest balance sheet in the company's history. So when Mullen reports its quarter ending June 30th, 2022, they expect to report on cash in terms of and cash equivalents, something in excess of $61 million. So that's positive news. What we're now going to look at is some of the key highlights that the company would like to restate. So first of all, that first bullet point here is just to summarize. This is where they delivered the first EV van under the pilot program on May the 12th, 2022. So that was something successful, and it included an upgrade to an 80 kilowatt hour battery pack and also an upgraded EV drivetrain. Second bullet point here, payoff of a secure convertible promissory note executed on July the 23rd, 2020. Bullet point number 3, Mullen was added to the Russell's Cap Index 2000 and 3000 on June the 27th. So that has now been completed. So the stock will be taking place in investments from significant ETFs and value indexes. And finally, Mullen has also reached an agreement subject to approval by the shareholders to secure an additional $275 million in additional funding if obviously shareholder approval is obtained. And this is going to help them for developments with regard to EV cargo van class 1 to 4 program, the 5 EV crossover, as well as the 5 RS high performance vehicle program management. So in terms of what's happening with the share price, I'm sure you've all seen that the share price has not reflected the positive news that we expected. There are rumors here that potentially the Fortune 500 announcement is going to be delayed. And that could be one of the reasons why the share price is trending downwards. We also know market conditions are not positive right now. But I think overall, certainly for the long term, this is an excellent stock to consider for one of your investments. Finally, I'd like to finish off by giving a shout out to our weekly watch list from the Discord, which is shared exclusively with the members prior to trading. So not all stocks are successful and not all calls are positive, but let's have a look at some of the calls that were made prior to trading this week. We looked at some of BHAT, Mullen Automotive, TCON, RAIN. So we're just going to have a quick review of some of these stocks. So if we have a look at ticker symbol RAIN, again positive news today. At time of editing, the stock was up in excess of 17%. Over the previous 5 days, this stock is up in excess of 70%. So this is a stock that we called out. So again, congratulations to everybody who got into this. The next stock I'm going to share with you on the screen here is ticker symbol BHAT. Today the stock was down quite significantly, so obviously this is a stock that is considered as a high risk potential squeeze stock. But if you have a look at the two lines on the left and the right identified, 27th of June when the market opened, it was trading around about $2.30, and the 30th of June, just prior to market opening, or we can also look at the market closing, the stock was trading close to $3. So that represents an increase in 35%. So that was the opportunity obviously there to take profits and have some fantastic gains in Blue Hat, which is obviously a volatile but certainly profitable stock as well. And finally, the other one we called out was ticker symbol TCON, also known as TCON Pharmaceuticals. And we can see again positive rebound in terms of momentum there from the 24th of June. We can see the general trend was downwards. Today the stock was just down close to 1%, but interesting, over the previous 5 days the stock is up in excess of 25%. So again, congratulations to everybody who got in this one, and also a stock with certainly with lots of volatility. So good idea to use a stop loss and take profits. So if you'd like to get access to the weekly watch list and other stocks that we share with the exclusive with the Discord members, you can join for the little $9 a month. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.